This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Hello and welcome to the Noble Leaders League. I am Kjotleik. This is the 2nd division. This is the game between Louis XIV and Augustus Caesar. Louis is number 13 with 4 points after 2 wins and 3 defeats in his last 5 games, which also is his first 5 games. Augustus Caesar number 7 with 6 points, 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Both of them won in round 5 and both are looking to get that into back-to-back wins. The starting positions are here. Louis XIV is here at the southern end of the rather small starting continent. He does have gold, and there is incense, there is stone, some coal up here and some aluminum for later as well. And there is an oasis up here. Some jungle and some forests. There is possibility to access these continents down south all the way down to Antarctic. There is also connection to these lands, to these islands is also a possibility. There is also possible to go here, and there is connection up here, so there are lands outside of the starting continent that I can easily reach. Augustus Caesar starts up in the north with 2 crabs and a fish, and he is riverside because this is a river. There's also uranium here for later. It is a rather small starting continent, so it is not certain to me if this is going to be an early war or not. Let's get the game going. Off we go. Louis XIV versus Augustus Caesar in the 2nd division, round 6. 1 city each, different religions. Augustus Caesar in Buddhism, Louis in Hinduism, and Augustus, he is annoyed with Louis already, which is a good sign. Really, it is. 3 cities Augustus, he has expanded a little bit faster to 3 than Louis. But both are on 3 cities now, both are getting monarchy, and Augustus 108 to turn 115, and we see 5 Roman cities and 4 French cities at 180. We see that Louis has expanded all the way down to the south, almost to Antarctica, and we see that Augustus Caesar has taken that island in the east. 7 cities Rome, 5 cities France. There is a lot of room on those islands down south that Louis should be able to settle, unless Rome can get a city squeezed in between. It doesn't look like it. 10 cities Augustus, 7 cities Louis. We still have no wars. Turn 168, 69. Augustus is going for machinery while Louis is on code of laws, and Augustus has a golden age I just saw, and going for engineering. Louis is weaker than Augustus. Augustus is twice the strength of Louis militarily, so if there is a war, then Augustus would probably win it at the moment. But 11 to 7 cities, banking for Augustus, civil service next, while Louis gets onto metal casting at the moment. 8 cities, and now we see Augustus is on optics. Will he go directly for astronomy? He will. Augustus Caesar is trying to build an empire here. He is trying to expand. He is going astronomy while Louis is on engineering. 11 cities to 8 favoring Augustus, and now he can go expand overseas. Let's see how fast he can do that. Going for nationalism next. 9 cities for France now, but I haven't seen the French actually getting astronomy yet. I haven't seen him expand outside of where he's accessible either. Both of them on divine right. 11 cities to 9 favoring Augustus Caesar. Augustus, he is exploring the new world in the west, but he hasn't settled the city yet. There it's the first city on that island, and there is the 2nd city in the new world in the middle of the map, a little bit south of equator. 13 to 9 cities now. Now Augustus Caesar is pleased with Louis. That is a new thing. Augustus is first to liberalism, and he has also settled the northwestern continent. 15 cities to 9. Augustus Caesar is in the process of growing into becoming the biggest leader in this game now. 17 cities to 9. Louis is in trouble because he doesn't settle the new lands. Augustus Caesar has a monopoly in the New World at the moment. 19 cities to 9. This is a very good play by Augustus. He did get astronomy and he's taking advantage of it, while Louis is stuck in the old world. 20 cities now for Augustus Caesar, 21 cities, and he's going towards physics. Louis is getting nationalism right now. 21 to 9, going optics now, Louis, but that is too late. You are the weaker leader now. 14 turns to astronomy. That is taking way too long as well. We are getting up on turn 300, and we have passed 322 cities to Augustus, 9 still on Louis the 14th, and Louis has failed to expand into the New World. Augustus Caesar, he has gotten it all, and now gunpowder for Augustus, which is also something. Replaceable parts next. Louis is getting astronomy just now. 25 cities, Augustus Caesar, 9 to Louis. Louis going for guilds, and Augustus Caesar is on rifling, and that should be a very good tech. 25 cities to 9, 26 to 10, and now we see Louis. He has gotten himself a city all the way to the west on that island to the west there. So he has cities in the New World, or he has one city in the New World. Well, now he has 2, because he settled also that island down southwest there. But 27 cities to 11, and Augustus Caesar on steel, Louis on constitution. Steam power next for Augustus. Augustus doesn't seem interested in attacking, and he has just ended the golden age. 27 cities to 12, going for railroads now. Will Augustus go all the way to space, or will he go for some cultural stuff? He is teching at the moment. Turn 346 now. And Augustus Caesar is using spies against Louis. 29 cities, 30 cities to 12. That is a good advantage. 30 cities to 13 as Louis settles the Antarctic again with another Antarctic city. 31 to 13, and now Augustus may be building up, because Louis is down to 0.3 the strength of Augustus, and Augustus is on assembly line while Louis is trying to go for the printing press. Turn 360. Could we see an Augustus Caesar attack? At least after assembly line, that could be a possibility. 32 cities to 13, and Augustus is on fascism. Can we see that strength number change again? Louis has 0.3 the strength of Augustus, and we do have the war. When did that war happen? When did that war start? It must have started just now. 32 cities to 13. 13 cities left for Louis then, and I expect nothing else than Augustus Caesar to win domination by now. And he's on military science, and he's going to get it, and Louis is just now getting to gunpowder. He still has his 13 cities though. Augustus has not been able to take cities soon, but Augustus on electricity, Louis on chemistry. There are some espionage missions that are successful for Louis as well, but 33 cities to 13, that number must change soon, mustn't it? It hasn't changed yet. Still 13 cities for Louis, and Augustus Caesar on industrialism, and we all know what that means, so that should mean the end of Louis. Even though I think that Augustus should have been able to take a city or two already, but he hasn't done that. But he waits for industrialism then, and Louis is getting steel in 7, but that shouldn't matter at all. Turn 395. Still 13 cities for Louis and 33 for Augustus Caesar. Louis is getting steel, Augustus is going for plastics, but the war is raging. And they have, Augustus hasn't been able to, there it is, 12 cities now. Louis has finally lost a city down to 12 cities, which means how close are Augustus Caesar to the domination now? 12 cities left for Louis, turn 403, 404. Will Louis manage to hold on because Augustus doesn't seem to be capturing cities in a particularly quick pace. 11 cities now, Louis, and he's down to 0.1 the strength of Augustus. Augustus is 10 times as strong, 10 cities left for Louis. Is that enough to win domination for Augustus? I don't know. Let's see if he needs to take a city one more city. I think he needs to do that. But he is in the process of doing it. This is going towards an Augustus Caesar domination, 37-9. And we still have not seen the domination pop up here. Turn 418, 419, 9 cities left for Louis. 9, and it's 8 cities left. He has been eradicated from the New World, and it seems like Augustus has been more, from the Western New World. I mean, there is this little city in the middle of the screen, you could call it, but there it is. Turn 424, Augustus Caesar has won the domination victory 2004 AD. Congratulations to Augustus, this was the way the game was going. Augustus was very good, reaching astronomy a long time before Louis XIV, and he settled all the New World and he won the domination due to his advantage. Congratulations with a very well executed game plan, Augustus Caesar, a fully deserved domination victory. Augustus declared the only war of the game. That was in 1946 on turn 366. It was a pretty one-sided affair. 6 cities captured, 0 cities lost. Domination victory 2004 or turn 424 after 58 years and 58 turns in war. Worth mentioning maybe is that Paris was the first city that fell in 1979, so he spent all the time from 1946 to 1979 to fight without taking cities, but from then on you actually see all the city captures on the screen at the moment. Just pause it and take a look. Let's go take a look at the statistics then. Exit here, and we here have, Augustus Caesar, he was number 1 really in score all the way from the almost 1 AD here, and out. GNP was actually pretty even for a game where Augustus ran away with it. Production, we see Augustus here, number 1 clearly food, number 1 clearly power. He only spiked around 1900 where he just skyrocketed, but number 1 culture, that was Louis, that was a big part of his GNP then, I guess. Maybe he tried to go for a cultural victory without me noticing. because I didn't notice, I didn't pay attention. Espionage, he tried to go up above towards the end there as well, but he ultimately failed to win the game, so it didn't matter. Demographics then. Louis XIV values, he did have 738 GNP, despite being a lot lower on cities, and only, in quotation mark, 1231 for Augustus. But we see the numbers for production and for food clearly solid for Augustus and rather weak for Louis. And we see 4 million in population versus 53 million for Augustus. And we see the land area and the soldiers and all the stuff. And we go to the top 6 cities and the wonders. Let's take a look at the wonders first. So let's go to the bottom. 1, 2, 3 wonders in the BC era. Stonehenge, Great Wall, Oracle. All of them built by Augustus. No, Paris. That's Stonehenge was built by Louis in Paris. Now controlled by Rome, of course, at the conclusion of the game. Go to the top and we see here, while Augustus Caesar had the number 1 city, Louis XIV actually had number 2 and number 3 and number 6 cities on this list. Tours, Marseille and Reims, so clearly there is a lot of culture in those cities, so they split the cities in between them. Statistics then, Louis, 13 cities built, 4 religions founded, 1 golden age, currently with 20 towns, 9 mines and 5 windmills. He built a total of 14 granaries in his cities, 13 lighthouses, 11 theatres and barracks. And we see the list down to 2 stables, so let's go page down to see the rest. Well, that's not the rest of it, but we see a lot of wonders here. We see Stonehenge, yes, Hagia Sophia, pyramids, University of Sancour. Let's go page down and figure out if there is more. No, that was it. So let's go to look at his current units. Louis XIV has 22 longbowmen, 6 workers, 3 Jewish missionaries, 3 Islamic missionaries, and all the way down to the bottom where we find 1 frigate. He trained a total of 32 longbowmen, 23 caravels, and 21 workboats. 5 ships of the line. Let's go page down. At the bottom of the list we have 1 great general. So, the kills of Louis, 10 cavalries, 2 infantries, 1 caravel, 1 cannon, 1 marine and 1 tank, and that was the complete list of kills made by Louis XIV. His losses, 19 galleons, 17 grenadiers, and we see the list down all the way to a spy at the bottom. The numbers of Augustus Caesar then. Cities built, 33, 3 religions founded, 3 golden ages, currently have 55 windmills, 42 forest preserves and 31 workshops. New cities built, 31 granaries, lighthouses and harbours, 30 barracks, down to 2 colosseums. Let's go page down and see the Hanging Gardens, Apostolic Palace, Colossus, Parthenon, Taj Mahal is here. Lot of good stuff, Mausoleum and Mausoleus as well. Kremlin at the bottom. Let's go page down and see if there is more. And there is the Statue of Liberty as well, and a Buddhist monastery at the bottom of the list. Current units, 99 infantries are serving Augustus Caesar, 38 workers, 27 cavalries, down to 1 submarine, and you trained a total of 46 workers, 35 riflemen, 35 settlers, and you see the list goes on down to 4 great scientists, so let's go page down. And at the bottom of the list, 1 great artist. There's also an ironclad in here if you were interested in that. You have killed them, let's confirm, 19 galleons, 17 grenadiers, 15 frigates and musketeers, all the way down to an X-Men, and your losses were negligible. 10 cavalries, 2 infantries, a caravel, a cannon, a tank and a marine. So congratulations with the domination win, Augustus Caesar. Let's go take a look at the cities and the victory condition screen, shall we? After his last acquisitions, Augustus Caesar ended the game on 78% of the land area needed, which is above the 74% needed for domination. Nobody was really close to culture, so that was not something that anybody went for. Apostolic Palace built by Augustus Caesar. The space race, no Apollo programs built. A lot stronger Augustus in score, of course. So let's go and take a look at the cities. These are the cities of Louis XIV that we look at first. He has 7 of them. Sorting by population, we see that Tours is number 1 with 12 pops. Marseille 11, Reims and Chartres with 10. And we see he's building boats. Caravel, frigate, frigate, galleon, galleon, frigate. Okay, that is going to help in the war efforts. Congratulations, Louis, with not building a single military unit that can fight on land. You build a granary in Cherbourg. This is just hilarious. I can't help but laugh at this. All the boats. The French boats! Okay, let's go take a look at Augustus and see what he is building in his cities then. Augustus has a Rome. Okay, he has 39 of them. Let's go here, sort by population quickly and go to the top. Caesarea 19, Caesar Augusta and Tarentum and Rome 18. Rome was a good city then. A lot of them are -2 or -3 and some -1s on happiness here. So maybe that is the war that is taking its toll on the Roman people, but they are healthy. They have decent food, 30 plus for a lot of good cities here. Base commerce, well, we have 64 in Rome and I think 53 in Antium then. So not very impressive, but solid enough. When you have enough cities, then 40 and 30 base commerce in each city does add up. The production, yeah, well, okay, 90 production total in Velitra, building a public transport, that is good. That's one of the few cities with power, 65 in Ostia, 54 in Mediolanum, so we see that those with power are good, and there is a powerless city in Viroconium that has 46 building tanks. So, and battleship, 58 battleship in Aquileia, so good. There are some cities that are starting to get, but once you get his power plants up, this is going to be a monster. Lyon is pop 10, that's the bottom one. Let's go to the bottom of the list and find Lyon. There is Lyon. And Brundisium and below are on page 2, and you can just take a look at the list. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. Updated league tables show us Louis XIV is now number 14 in the league with 4 points and a -38 score turn difference. Augustus Caesar is up in second place with 8 points and a +24. The next game coming up in just a short while is Wang Con versus Roosevelt. This has been the Noble Leaders League. I am Kjotleik, wishing you a good evening, and I hope to see you back in just a few minutes for the second game of today, but I am out for now. Goodbye.